Hey Cancer, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is an energy reading, so it's definitely for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. Always check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising energies because they're impacting you. So it's kind of nice to get some insight into what's going on. There's always an extended reading, which continues the message and deepens it to every one of these videos, and that link is below. If you really love this message, please share that love by giving a like, a thumbs up to this video, and then sharing this video on your social media platforms. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell selecting all notifications so you know when I upload your favorite content. Cancer Tarot comes out every single Friday along with Leo and Virgo Tarot between the hours of 9 a.m., 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. over on the west coast of the U.S. and the east coast. It hits around 12 noon to 1, and over in Western Europe it's happening around dinner time, around 5-6 p.m. So hopefully everybody can catch it no matter where in the world you're watching. You know that I love you and I appreciate all the support that you've been showing the channel. So let's get into the reading. Remember, Cancer, that I will eventually break down these general energies into career, love, and money specifically. So we're starting with the Three of Wands, which means we're looking in new directions and looking out into new horizons. Your ships are about to come in, Cancerians. That's really good. That's really, oh, God. Okay, hold up. Let's just, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. So the first that came out was the Three of Wands. Now that is usually known as the ships coming in card, in that finally you've waited for something on the horizon and now it's finally coming in. It's finally here. So what have we waited for, Cancerians? You know what? I'll say this. It's going to be that thing that you'd given up waiting for. And I've told you, how many times have we sat here and I told you, when is it going to come in? When is it going to come in? When is it going to come in? And my answer always was, when you stop asking when. That's what's going on. This is the thing you kind of like got even sick of yourself for asking, right? You got like, and so you stopped asking. You stopped asking. And in stopping the asking, you let go. You didn't realize it, because I know, Cancerians, it's like if we had thought about letting go, we would have become obsessed with just thinking about letting it go. Like, no, it's almost like we have to get exhausted. We have to reach a point of exhaustion. And this would be that thing where you reached the point of exhaustion. And you just kind of like had to let it go because your brain couldn't hold on to it anymore. It was too tired, right? And on the horizon, suddenly those ships start to arrive. And I really do believe this happens to us so that we can fully experience the happiness as if we never even had thought about it ever. And it's just a surprise to our souls. So happy days are here. Hopefully to stay. We have the World card. So what this is telling me is these ships that are coming in for you are going to change your life. It's a situation or a circumstance that's going to mark the end of one life cycle, probably the doing without, and the beginning of a new life cycle, the having, or the living in, right? The taking part in. And then we have what? The Hierophant. So this could represent you're getting married, you're meeting the person that you will be married to. This could represent you're getting noticed by the industry that you've always wanted to get noticed. You're actually going to get some real work, a real job, a real recognition, real opportunities. It's like the establishment is finally opening its arms to you. This is also a sense of solidifying this abundance, financial stability, because Taurus rules finances, right? Taurus rules that second house of finances. So get ready for that kind of stability coming in, financial stability, stability in general. I think that's really what I want to stress to you, that this is stability in general, that the thing that you stopped waiting for is now, it's now coming in. Okay, so, okay, I know, he's like, I can't stop smiling. Woo, baby, okay, all right. Now, if this is a person, this is a Taurus. I mean, 100%. This is somebody that has their shit together financially, is really good at making money. Also, Cancerians, if you really want to get into your natal charts, check your second house. Check the planets that are in your second house. Check where that's happening. Check what's going on, because this could be an indication that the prosperity and abundance is going to be impacting all those behaviors and aspects influencing your second house. Then we have the Six of Cups. So once again, this is something from the past, something that we've wanted. Let's just say it this way. It may be something from the past, or it may be something that we've wanted ever since we were kids. You know, we have this attachment to it but it's almost like being a kid again. When the Six of Cups comes out, it's almost like being a kid again. You know, you have that purity of heart and spirit that's here, and it's like being able to experience the joy as if you were a child. So this is some sort of childhood joy, something you've loved or something that you've desired, something that made you happy since you were a kid. This could be somebody coming back in from your past, reuniting with somebody that you thought was kind of just like gone. I'm telling you right now, the huge indicator here would have been you kind of gave up on this. But this is going to change your world, and it could very well be that it's changing your world it's changing. It's changing your world for the better. Yeah, I'm gonna be glowing. I'm gonna get my glow on, Cancerians. That's what I'm gonna be getting. Like, I cannot stop beaming. Hermit, retreat and recharge. So now this is a time indicator, because where are we? We are in Virgo season, and you know, in the traditional tarot deck, the Hermit represents Virgo season. So here we are. Now, what this is asking you to do is not overthink this and really just go about your life as if you don't have it. This is also a sense of you're healing, right? You're healing something. Rest and recharge. Something is getting healthier. Something is getting healthier. How do I explain that? You're getting a deeper understanding of where it belongs in your life. You're getting a more balance. Remember, especially spiritually, health equals balance, right? So you're getting a more balanced understanding of this in your life. It's coming to you at a time when you can have a balanced grip on something. Also, something that is going to be healthy for you, to help heal you, to help, it's going to be good for you. That's all I can say. It's going to be good for you. Retreat and recharge. In some ways, I feel like you guys are going to be so overwhelmed with this actually being manifested into reality that you're going to need some time. I want you to go ahead and take that time, Cancerians, because it's not going to go away. You're not going to lose this because you decide to take some time with it, right? You're cultivating this. You're growing it. You're growing it. So it's just beginning. It's just starting. And so you have to go about this in a healthy mindset. So do whatever you need to do to get into that healthy mindset and make the responsible decisions, those responsible choices. I'm sorry, Buzzy. I didn't mean to kick you. I didn't even know you were there. I'm sorry. Can we get a little bit more information, please, for Cancerians? Please, a little bit more information. Something is sprouting. Something is sprouting. Okay. So first we have firm foundation. So this is solid. And we've established a firm foundation. We've established, this is the sign, the alchemical sign for fire. This is the fire in our belly. You have a firm foundation. You have a good grasp. I can't speak. I'm like so excited I could barely speak. You have a firm grasp on this passion of yours. Okay. In other words, you've learned how to contain the fire, control the fire. Spiritual union. So there's a lot of passion here. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Like why, right? there's a lot of passion here. So this could be about connecting with somebody that is secure and strong. Yeah, that Taurus energy. Somebody that there's a lot of passion with, just sort of a soul-to-soul connection with already. And then we have transformation. Things are becoming different than they were. You are not the same. And so your situations are not the same. This is already also saying that something is growing. It's becoming something bigger. It's growing into something more serious. And then we have accelerated motion. So you can expect that this is going to be very, very quick and happen very, very rapidly. And it's going to come in like a bullet. It's going to come in. And honestly, you're going to be like, wait, what? I feel like it's going to make your freaking head spin, because how many times did I ask for this? And now this is the kind of moment, Cancerians, where you realize that magic is real. It just looks differently in the 3D world. Yeah. Emotional loss is here. Now, this is the card that kind of puzzles me. So I'm going to have to go ahead and ask Spirit for, give me a second, I think emotional loss is almost a sadness. This is what I'm feeling. It's almost like you're saying goodbye to the you that got you this far. And as much as we were all chomping at the bit to get the fuck out of the boat, right? Or to switch cars because this car was old and grubby and falling apart. There is a sense of goodbye, melancholy. In now that it's not something that you need, or you realize it's not something you're stuck in anymore, there is this beautiful appreciation for the cocoon that you once accused of suffocating you, that you once accused of being too small, that you once hidden and clung to. Now that you are out of it, there's an admiration for it. But I want to just clarify this card. Please clarify this card. Clarify the card, please. Please just clarify the card. What exactly do you mean by emotional loss? They're clarifying it with the Knight of Pentacles. So in other words, go slow with this. Because the overwhelming emotions are going to confuse you. So take your time, go slow. Emotional loss is go slow, okay? Take on all the new opportunities and responsibilities that are offered to you. Okay. You're giving up something that you wanted in the past. That's the sacrifice. This is something that is so clearly meant for you, and it's coming into your life. The sacrifice is realizing that this other dream isn't going to be fulfilled. Or maybe this other dream was just something that we needed to dream to make us feel good about where we were in the moment, to be that fantasy. And now it's saying goodbye to that fantasy. Because this is coming up in the past. It's something that we loved to do. It's something that we worked really hard at and worked really hard for. But now you realize in some ways you're not going to be able to do both. You're not going to be able to take on any more responsibilities. Or I think it's more, you know what it is? It's more realizing this is who I really am. This is where I really belong. It's not what I thought it was. It's different. But it's better than I ever thought it could be. I know it sounds like we're losing here. We're not. You know what you're losing? You're losing the fantasy that you clung to because you needed it. Because you needed it. Because you needed it. And hey, that's what our fantasies are for. But we don't need it anymore. That's the loss. The loss is, wow, I'm not gonna factually be an astronaut. But I just met the person that I've prayed for every day and night for the past 20 years. Maybe it's a reverse, right? Maybe it's I get this huge breakthrough, this huge book deal. I get this huge, I get the call from my agent that says I got the show, right? And we realize, okay, we're never going to be a wife and mother. But there's a destiny in front of us that's so much better than what we thought we were going to have. Because this reality, it's like, sorry, something's really poking me in the eye. Because this reality is just, okay, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Because it's making this sound like a bad moment, and it's not a fucking bad moment. And who knows if that new other moment is going to come along down the line, right? Because we manifested this, we can manifest anything. But it's almost like in some ways we become sad because we think, well, what have I lost? And it's like, this is like us having to get out of our own fucking heads. That's what this actually is. You haven't lost anything. You've gained it. Be happy. And I think in some ways it's very difficult to be happy. It is. But that's the devil, right? That's fear. And that's shit that we're going to have to face. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. It's shit that we're going to have to face. Because it's nothing compared to this road that's just opened up for us. Let's get into love. No. Yeah. No. Let's get into money. How is this manifesting with money for Cancerians, please? How is this manifesting into money? Need to know. How is this happening with money? Oh, shit. Welcome to the mother lode, Cancerian. Cha-ching, cha-ching, baby. You got everything. The Empress just came out. She's the most abundant in the deck. And she's talking about 3D abundance. She's not talking about hypothetical abundance, spiritual abundance. She's talking about actual 3D abundance. You want to talk about money? Money is coming into you. Can you give us a little bit more? What, where, how is the money coming in? Or, could be through a loss, could be through an inheritance, could be through a death of something or somebody, because the nine of swords is that. But it could also be in celebration of all that you've struggled with and all that you've suffered with, or something that you have been stressing out about, you now get good news about. It could also be through people that you thought didn't notice you, or people that you thought didn't want you, and you know, maybe you tried a dozen times and they ignored you. But finances and abundance are coming in through this area that felt like it was a dead avenue for you, and suddenly there's reason to celebrate. You know, something that you had been really paranoid about is opening up. Let's get into career. Cancer, career. How is this playing? I mean, it's snapping out like I can't even tell you. You got the Ace of Wands. So you're starting a brand new career. Or you have a great new idea and you have to chase it. This is a new invention, new idea, new opportunity, new, fresh, straight from God. You're getting a new chance. You're on board. You're on board. You got it, baby. You got it. Now, this has to do a little bit with Nine of Wands. Okay, you have Nine of Swords when it came to finances. So you were worried and you were stressed, and it was maybe even making you sick. Nine of Wands is over here when it comes to career, in that you were defensive. You were defending yourself. You kind of gotten very defensive about the situation, maybe because you felt like you didn't have you didn't have a leg up, and you never were. You didn't have enough information. Everybody in the network that you met in terms of your career kind of felt like they were ignoring you. And maybe you even tried to get away, or they tried to get away from you. Or you felt like you just had to get away from this whole shit show of a situation. And maybe you did. Maybe you escaped for a while from your career. Maybe you taken a break from it. But here we have the Four of Wands and the Judgment. So guess what? Somebody is making a decision that says we want you. In terms of your career, somebody is deciding to move forward with you, maybe even if it means going against the grain. But I think it's more like you tried to escape, you tried to walk away from this career, you tried, or you were thinking about it, right? You were all geared up, because there you have the sorry, you have the Chariot, which could be a car. And so you can finally move on and get on with your life. There's finally movement in your life. The Chariot and the Eight of Cups. Like finally you can get away from something. Or finally you have a way out of something. Because you've been given this opportunity for this whole new place to be. All right? We're going to get into all of these in depth over in the extended. So I hope you join me. Love for Cancer, please. Love. How you can't even, there's clarity here. The Ace of Swords, which is triumph and victory and clarity. So you got real clear as to what you actually want. It wasn't fantasy anymore. It was real. You got real. It wasn't just a decision of your heart. It was the experiences of your heart and your brain figuring out how it made sense, right? There's also clarity here, which means seeing how somebody feels about you. The High Priestess is here, meaning that there is somebody bringing you together. This is serendipitous, it's cosmic, it's spiritual. This is destiny. The two of you balance each other. And then you have the King of Chalices. Could represent you, us, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or the fucking person you're dealing with, because honestly, it could have been the both of you acting like this King of Cups, holding back your feelings for each other, when the truth is you had feelings for each other. Now all of a sudden, it is coming out. You want to know how? You want to know when, where, why? Please come over with me. Please come to the extended. I would love to have you join me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you soon.